Hi guys, how's it going? My name's Monique, if you haven't met me. Yeah, it's just me on here today. We're going to be talking about how to take your float to that next level, get more relaxed in it, find a more meditative state. I know for me personally, it can always take me, not always, but it usually takes me around 20 to 30 minutes to really get comfortable and relaxed in my float. So I'm just going to be giving little tips and tricks to finding that relaxation and that deep meditative point quicker and just getting a comfortable position in the tank. So also, if you guys are watching, we love giving shout outs. So comment your tips, your tricks, things that you like to do to just get more comfortable and more relaxed in the tank. So the first one I'm going to talk about, it's kind of funny. We have a big debate here going at Zen. It's earplugs, and if you like earplugs or don't like earplugs. I always wear earplugs because I think it's really uncomfortable to get water and salt in my ears, and I just feel like it builds up. But then there's half of us here at Zen who never wear earplugs. They do not like them. So comment what you guys prefer, earplugs or no earplugs. There are benefits to both. Wearing earplugs, it blocks the water. If you prefer to not wear them. So comment and let us know. But that's one thing to think about. If something like that would irritate you or make you uncomfortable in a float tank, you don't have to wear earplugs. It's just preference. The second tip or trick are using float headphones. So these are just waterproof headphones that allow you to listen to music or a guided meditation. And personally, I love these because they do block the water and salt from coming in and out. But also because it's hard for me to relax into a tank, I like listening to a 20-minute guided meditation. And then after the meditation ends, it's just silent, but it allows my mind and my body to relax, and then I can start my float. So comment and let us know if you guys like this. Also, I'm not seeing comments. I'm watching it from a desktop, so if I'm not responding, that's why, but I'll get to them after. Yeah, so float headphones, and I've even heard that some people like to use these for learning languages or reading books, and you absorb the information much better and you retain it a lot better if you listen to it in a float tank. So yeah, okay, the next trick, sorry, this one's a little messy because we have been using it, but it's the Float Ease Float Halo. And so this is really great if you have a lot of tension in your neck or shoulders or upper back, or sometimes if you're new to floating, it can be scary to fully relax and let your head go back. So this is a great way. You just put it under your head like this when you're floating and lie back, and it just helps hold your head up, take some of that tension out of your upper back and your shoulders. And I swear by these things. I float with one every time, and they're the best. Also, if you do get a lot of tension up here, floating with your arms above your head like this, I also float like that. That's another great way to just take some tension off and find a more comfortable position. And it also just opens up your like the front of your chest and your shoulders, and so it's really good for just stress relief and finding more relaxation. Another thing that we like to do, some people get really bad low back pain, and I haven't actually tried this one, but I do teach yoga, and we do this in yoga. But if you take a float, a pool noodle, like you would play with when you were a little kid when you were swimming, just those foamy noodles, and you can put that under your knees. So when you're lying on your back, just put the noodle under your knees, and that takes a ton of pressure off of your low back. And that's what we do in yoga, in Shavasana at the end of a practice. If you're lying on your back, just putting a blanket or a bolster under your knees. So essentially it's the same effect in the tank, and it just takes some of that strain out of your low back. So those are two options for upper back or low back to just get some tension and stress relief. And the next thing which actually Christian, my friend, talked to me about this, and I think he's watching, so shout out to Christian. Just to get grounded before you get into a float tank. So take time to either practice yoga, do some deep breathing, journal, just really try and center yourself, get relaxed, set an intention for your float, because all of that kind of calm energy is going to carry into your float. If you are stressed, rushing, running around, and hurry and hop into a float, it will take a lot longer to relax. So that's just one thing that I've been trying to work on more, and that we've been telling other people, is take just 2 minutes. It doesn't need to be very long, and just try and get grounded and get yourself centered before you float. And I just noticed that Christian commented, yes, it's an amazing thing, and it helps you just really get to that deeper place, especially when you think about setting intentions and everything like that. So that was a quick one. I already went through all the little tips and tricks that I had. If anyone else is watching and they have tips for just getting comfortable, getting relaxed in a float tank, please comment. We'll be watching this video throughout the rest of the coming weeks. So comment with questions or any tips. And thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good day.